racing is obviously really cool to see, but it's what happens off the bike, I think, is where the magic happens. When everyone is together as a team, everyone's supporting each other, coaching each other, and encouraging each other. It's just really cool to see the support from all these kids that come from all over the country and all over the world to one event.
Thank you all for coming out to weekend number 2 of the Oz Trails US Pro Cup presented by Experience Bentonville.
Right now with the Bear Development Team, we are racing in Fayetteville, Arkansas. We had last weekend was the first US Pro XCT Cup and first one in over a year, which is really exciting. So we raced the short track for everybody on Friday. Saturday was junior races, and then the UCI junior races and elite races were on Sunday. We're doing that same routine this upcoming weekend, so we've been here in Springdale all week and just hanging out and kind of keeping everyone on task and having fun. Funnest part of the team with Bear Development is watching these kids race. I mean, they absolutely love it. They get so excited. And I probably get more excited than they do just because, I mean, it's just the energy that they produce when they're doing this is just amazing. I mean, I get so wound up.
I get pretty emotional when I watch them race just because I know how hard that they've worked to get to this point. And so watching them, especially when they first pass by me in the pit and all the bikes are dialed in and I'm starting to cheer for them, it's a pretty emotional time for me, just because I'm just so stoked for them.
As long as you cross that line and you look at me and you got a smile on your face and you're like, man, that is as hard as I could possibly go, then we had a great race. A podium is a bonus as long as you do your best.
I want them to finish a race with no regrets and honestly feel like they've left everything out there, and whatever comes of that, that's a win for me. And they have to understand that like one race is not going to be their make or break, but it's an opportunity to continue to gain, like learn, improve, gain experience, and it's a continual, it's a process.
I love the process of mountain biking. There's so many aspects that have to come together in order for everything to click on race day. And so whether it's the nutrition, the strength training, the mobility work, all of the work on and off the bike, like the number of moving pieces you have in order for a mountain bike race to come together are really, like, it's complicated for everything to finally click on the right day. And so it makes it enjoyable.
Originally it was just a Northern California team. That's why it's the bear is everywhere, because the bear is the California flag. But very quickly, early on, it became evident to me that it needed to be more of a national team with riders from all over the country.
It's definitely the best professional development team in the US right now, with an amazing community of riders and coaches that all have the same goal of like helping us become the best athletes we can be and make it to that national team level and beyond.
It's a great team, great support, plenty of friends, a lot of fun to race bikes with everyone.
Everybody is just so nice to one another, and it's really, really cool to see how much they support each other.
While we're racing, we work together to pick people off and like to move up and like draft off of one another and like work together to get the best possible position for like all teammates.
It's a huge team, but the kids just all gel really well together. It's actually a family. Once the kids are in this team, if they decide to do something different, or once they leave the team after they age out, or they go on to college and just kind of do cycling as a recreation, they're always still part of the Bear family.
I've been riding for Bear National for 4 years now, and so everyone on this team has kind of become my family. Like, never the same to go to a race without everyone, and so like having everyone to pre-ride with or night before, like make our bottles together, warm up together, be on the start line, have teammates to talk to is like always such an important part of a race for me, and like I can't really imagine going to a race and not having that with me anymore.
They're more than just teammates, they're like family. You can talk to them about anything, you can be open about your emotions or your feelings or how you felt during a race, after a race, and then like our manager and our directors are just, they're almost like our parents.
Bear Development Team to me is a family, as far as the riders on this team know each other and are willing to go to war for each other, you know, like we're such a close-knit group. You're not just friends, you're family, you know. This team is all about growth and development, and so nurturing younger riders, learning from older riders, that's a huge part about being a team player on this team.
A team to me is a group of people working together towards a like-minded goal. With Bear, I would say that's for everybody to achieve their own success, but also to help each other in reaching our joint mission.
I think the formula for a great team is just have fun. Don't put too much pressure, give as much support as possible, and just learn from failures and success.
It's more than just racing and performing. I think it's just to find the love for biking and the sport, and like just to carry it on and be an ambassador for younger riders that aren't on the team, and just to have biking through the rest of your life, like past the junior years, and just love the sport.
The goal of Bear is to provide a high-level opportunity for racing for upcoming U23 athletes. And through this community, we're able to have a lot of support from sponsors and individuals within the cycling community. And it allows us to reach a high level of success being able to travel.
I think our main goal is just to improve. Like, all of us have these really high personal goals. Like, we want to go race worlds, we want to go one day to the Olympics, but I think the goal of the team is just to get more American cyclists up on the podiums, just to grow and expand the child development of cycling in the US, and to have fun and improve.
The goal of my team is to change the landscape of mountain biking in the United States. I wanted to provide a platform that provided an opportunity for kids that were involved in their local high school leagues to race at a higher level. And then from there, go to a higher level in Europe, and then from there, go on and be world champions and Olympians.
The goal of the team is really just to develop riders from whether they're just getting into it at the early 15, 16 age, all the way up into their first year racing as professional athletes. And the resources that are provided to these kids is pretty amazing. I mean, I came up through junior development programs where it was nowhere near what it is now back then. And I think really it's just give these kids all the resources they can possibly have, and come out to these races, not worry about all the stresses of being out on their own, and have a really good support system.
I want everyone who comes into this team to enjoy cycling and to leave it wanting to be a cyclist for the rest of their life. In that, we hope to create the best development team in the US, meaning Olympic caliber athletes from those kids who love cycling. As long as we create lifelong cyclists, we'll also be able to create potential Olympic athletes.